I did it. Good evening. I just ruined it. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We are the Showboys stream team. We are here to talk about the wonderful WWE Premium Live Event that had just occurred today. King and Queen of the Ring over in Saudi Arabia.
Wonderful.
I am uglykidjoecross, but you can just call me Joe or whatever you want to.
Yeah, I'm Civ. I'm here hanging out too.
And I am Macho Madness. Oh yeah. Now this is your boy Kumanodadon.
Kumano. All right.
So let's start off with seeing how everybody's doing. Civ, how was your weekend going, my friend?
Very chill. Thankfully the weather kind of held off and had some sunny skies for the PLE. Not like we were in attendance, but you know, we don't get sunny for PLE. It's usually nighttime. So
yeah. How about you, Mr. Kumano?
I'm going off no sleep, a hope, and a dream. It's wonderful, man.
That's the life. I'm doing good. I'm working this weekend, so that's why we're starting so late. I actually really like these things being during the day because I'm becoming an old man and I can't stay up till like 11 o'clock anymore. So when they start at like 1 in the afternoon, I'm absolutely loving it.
I mean, it's okay because being that I work overnight, like I'm coming home to catch it, but it's bad because I'm coming home to catch it and miss, which means I'm not getting no sleep. So.
Yeah, that's fair. But like as far as this pay-per-view goes, usually I call these overseas events, I used to call them like glorified house shows, and I feel like that is just not the case anymore. They are knocking it out of the park with these overseas shows. And like we did our predictions for this one, and almost all of them were just a complete guess, and they could have gone either way. And things kind of didn't go the way I thought they were going to go. And it's nice. It's nice to be surprised by these ones. So
yeah, I gotta say, like they did a good job with the surprises. I mean, you got to give something to make these pay-per-views worthwhile, to make people say that I want to tune in. You know, kind of how Sid was saying before we started that you even now got to catch the pre-show because they have important things going on, you know, on the pre-show.
Yeah, it's a full like a day event when you do these overseas PLEs now. And it's kind of cool that they have it structured in that way. But if you're not, you know, overseas and devoted to spending a full day, you know, to that event, you're kind of stuck watching for 6 long hours, you know?
Well, I mean, especially even after that, they're doing the what are the breakdowns or whatever it's called, where they bring them in and interview them. I forget. Press conference.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't get to watch the press conference for this one, but it's kind of, it brings more sport to it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But without further ado, let's slide them on over here. Well, our actual first match I didn't make slides for because it was on the pre-show. Bianca Belair and can't remember her name.
Jade?
It was Bianca and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Storm. It just blew my mind. Took on Candice LeRae and whoever else she took on because I don't know.
Indy Hartwell.
Yes, that's why we knew that this match was there's no way they were going to lose this match.
Right.
And I also think there's no way that you have Bianca and Jade in Saudi Arabia and flew them there to not use them somewhere on this show.
Oh yeah. And you know, they're both absolutely adored in Saudi Arabia. So there was no way they weren't going to be, the victors in this one. That's why it was the pre-show, match. This was
The feel good.
throw away, get your stuff in order, and listen in the background.
Get your popcorn.
Basically,
People eat
Now-
popcorn at live shows.
Yeah, they do.
I always get nachos.
Yeah, they sell popcorn, burgers, hot dogs, beer, all of, like
Need-
I want to say, yeah, like here in Memphis, it's a big barbecue city, so you can even get barbecue while you're there.
all right.
But yeah, like here's my thing. I work overnight, so I haven't really been keeping up. Was this match even advertised for the pay-per-view?
I don't know. I watched SmackDown, and they were spouting off with each other a little bit, and I believe that Jade Cargill went and talked to man, I am terrible with names. The manager, and had it made on SmackDown.
Man, I don't know what's going on with that. I know it's not Adam Pearce. It's the other one.
Yeah.
Nick.
Okay. At least I'm not the Nick Aldis. GCPs, I need to write names down. If I don't have pictures, I can't remember who it is. But our first official match of the event was Becky Lynch taking on Liv Morgan. And I think this was a very good match to start the event. Kind of playing that Liv Morgan storyline. She wants the title because she wants to take everything away from Rhea Ripley. And since Rhea Ripley says that's her title and she never really lost it, the Morgans set on taking it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense for her revenge tour. That's what she's calling this little run that she's on right now. I mean, me personally, I did not want her to win the title because, like, I maybe like, I like Liv Morgan. I do. I just don't feel like she was deserving of it because, like, you came back from injury, you wanted a revenge, you hurt Rhea. Like, really? Like, you gonna put the title on her? And then, like, the way that they put the title on her, I didn't like that either.
Didn't Liv have to give up her title because of her injury? Wasn't
Let's
that
see.
originally what happened? She had to give up her title, and then Rhea injured her shoulder with the chair stomp thing.
If that was the case, it was the women tag titles when she was with Raquel Rodriguez.
Huh.
Because she hasn't had a singles title since she was on SmackDown.
Okay, I was gonna say I never got to see Liv with a championship other than the tag. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's what it was. But either way, like, her getting a singles title after having to relinquish the tag titles, yeah, it just don't feel right. Like,
That's what it was. She had to relinquish the tag title.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
yeah, like, I like Liv, I do, but she just not top champion to me when it comes to women division.
But
I wanted
she is
Liv
a champion.
to win. I wanted her to win because I didn't like Becky being the champion. I didn't think Becky deserved to be the champion right after Rhea got injured. It was kind of a, hey, this was the former champ. This is the big money for now. We have to throw it on somebody. Here's Becky.
Yeah, Becky's always a go-to if something happens and you need a champion, though. There's not too many women on the roster you can just put the title on than Becky Lynch.
Right. But for me, this was perfect as far as story because it fulfills the idea of the whole revenge tour, taking away everything from Mommy. Well, not necessarily everything yet. But she's taken the career, put it on the shelf, taken the title, and soon she probably has her claws in Dom.
That's where I think this is going.
I believe that's where it's going. And so in the match, Dom slides the chair to Becky, trying to convince Becky to use the chair against Liv, and he distracts the ref. Becky, not trying to use the chair, gets hit by Liv with a DDT and loses the title. At this point, one could say Dom did this on accident, was trying to help Becky, and she just missed the opportunity. But if you really think about it, he is helping Liv get the title so that when Rhea comes back, he screws her over and joins Liv.
I think so. When she says she's going to take everything from her, you can't take everything without taking Dirty Dom.
Yeah. And I bet she already has. She's just waiting to show. Like, oh, you're finally back. Oh, and you want your title, but you're not going to get it because I've got him to help me.
Yes, this is that. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. But when Rhea comes back, yeah, Dom's going to have to screw her over because, like, to me, Rhea versus Liv is just a no contest without some sort of interference.
Yeah.
Did he back himself out, or do I need to put him back in? I don't know how things work. I'll try to throw him back in.
There we go.
Sorry. I might have done that.
It's all right. I was just sitting here listening.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to say about this match that has not already been said?
Okay, so one of the good things that I can think that can come from this is, as you see, Dom. I truly believe Dom is trying to screw Liv over, and the best way to do that is to make Liv believe, like, okay, fine, I'll team with you, and then when Rhea gets back, he screws her over then, because, like, not saying that Rhea can't beat Becky because she just beat her at WrestleMania, but Liv is that easier target.
Yeah.
Like, when she was SmackDown Women's Champion, and the feud that she had with Ronda Rousey, like, it was very evident, like, you can be murked at any time. So, like, yeah, if you just want to keep it on Liv until Rhea gets back, fine. But in all honesty, don't give Liv no credible opponents, because Liv is all right in the ring, but not good enough to just really just be believable in beating big name people.
Yeah, definitely not winning clean.
Yeah.
I would be fine if she just walked around with the title and didn't even defend it until Rhea came back. I don't know the timeline on Rhea coming back, but if they're pulling the trigger on this, it's got to be sometime soon.
I mean, shoulder injuries, they say, are long, and they didn't expect her to be back until beginning of 2025.
Yeah.
So,
and then on top of that, she getting married. So, like, I don't know if they got married yet or whatnot, but I know that they were going to get married.
So, who knows?
Right. But anyway, that's enough of Liv Morgan.
Our next match of the night, which I really enjoyed. Big Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable versus Sami Zayn.
Man, that pop for Sami when he came out.
Oh, yeah.
The audience loves him. And the fact that he went for to commit the pilgrimage, like he went for Hajj and stuff. That's wild. There's no way the audience wasn't going to be on Sammy's side.
Oh yeah,
right. They were hot when, before he even got out there, but the minute that they seen him, they was like, oh my God, and they flipped their shit. It was incredible. Like it's great to see love like that, And I believe Sammy is one of those rare few that can go anywhere and receive that kind of love.
Very true. Yeah, almost globally loved. That is very true.
And I'm really happy with the way that they slotted Bronson Reed into this, because I feel like they haven't been doing much with him. And him fitting into the storyline, they worked it in very well. And he's a very formidable opponent. He's a great wrestler.
Yeah, that he is. I actually can't wait till they do strap the IC title to him, because it's coming. It has to. Like, Bronson's been sniffing around the IC title scene since he came up.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it on him at some point. Like, I don't know if it's just a simple fact that you got to make changes on the fly because certain people are getting hot or storylines are changing. But at some point, he's going to get that IC title, and that run is going to be good.
And I'm really liking heel Chad Gable as well.
Yeah. Like this ultra aggressive Chad Gable, man. It is one of the best things.
It's weird because, like, to him, he still feels like he's the same as he's always been. And, like, everybody knows he's changed, like, except for him. Like, he's still keeping with the Alpha Academy, and big turning point of the match was actually he was trying to get Otis to attack Sami Zayn, and people have been talking to Otis and telling him, don't go down the same path that he's going down.
Right, like that spot right there, because the whole thing was he told, like, so it was Chad and Otis that came out first, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and when they got out there, like, Chad was telling Otis, hey, remember, be ready for the spot when it's your time. Like, they was selling that story beat the entire match, and everybody was just waiting for what Otis was going to be doing. And it turned out to be fantastic what Otis did.
Yeah, so Sammy ducked out of the clothesline, and Otis just took down Chad Gable. And that was a really solid hit, too.
Yes, it was. It looked like it really did knock him out of his socks.
So I'm excited to see the fallout for that. But that did allow Sami Zayn to come and hit the haluva kick on Bronson Reed, which at that point I realized that Bronson Reed was only in this match so he could take the fall.
Yeah, because you got to know, Sammy wasn't going to lose this title. And you're not going to make Chad Gable look weak when he's going to go up against Otis. And, of course, he's going to be beating Otis. So, yeah, Bronson was just only there to eat the L, in which they did that perfectly, too, because Otis took out Bronson first.
Yeah.
So Bronson was getting back in the ring himself, trying to gather himself and get himself together when Sammy hit him with the hell of a kick. And it just, the chemistry between all three of these guys, like, they had a spot with a double German suplex by Chad Gable.
Yeah.
That was, it looked insane. And everybody also looked safe. Like, you wasn't worried about nobody falling on their neck or none of that. Like, it was almost match of the night.
Yeah, it was a very good match. I love triple threat matches. Triple threat matches are probably my favorite kind of match.
Yeah, and, high stakes, and like no DQ. So anything goes. And to see that these competitors actually, for the most part, stick to, hey, we just going to straight up handle business. We ain't going to do too much, getting weapons or anything too dirty. Like I said, like Chad didn't pull anything dirty until he told Otis, "Hey, it's time," and had Otis attack Bronson Reed. Like it's fantastic, man. It's fantastic.
But yeah, this is one of probably, well, this is my match 2 of the night. It was a good one. But our next match of the night was the Queen of the Ring finals. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax. And
Now,
I was highly looking forward to this match.
I was looking forward to this match as well. I had high hopes for Nia. I really wanted her to come out on top just because we've been talking about it for so many months. Nia deserves her push finally. She needs to get to the next level. And Lyra is the up-and-comer from NXT. It's like to try and have her go over on Nia at this big of an event, like right out the gates, that's kind of a big thing. So I was really watching this match close.
Well, that and Nia just destroyed everyone on her way to the finals.
She did, yeah.
She put on good match after good match. She's easily the most improved superstar I've seen in the last decade.
yeah, she's definitely bust her ass to get into. I ain't gonna say ring shape because she was already in ring shape, but to be a better worker when it comes to being in between those ropes. Nia Jax did. Yeah, Nia Jax, man, like in this match in itself, like she made Lyra look like $1,000,000, in which that was Lyra's point of even making it to the finals. Was Triple H wanted to set her up as somebody that everybody need to keep an eye on. That one lady that, you know, they have plans on being a future star. I can appreciate the initiative that Triple H is taking with these call-ups from NXT now. Way better than what Vince did. But at the same time, now this is just me personally, I don't like Lyra. I don't. Her personality does not speak to me. So everybody that she beat on her way to get here, I'm like, really? Why? You know? So congratulations for her, but yeah, no.
I'm with you, man. I personally don't like Lyra. I didn't like most of her cuts the way all the way through the tournament. I haven't seen anything amazing from her. But with that said, I really thought, because Triple H has got a hard on for all of NXT, I really thought she was going to get the bump on this one.
I did too. I was hoping for Nia, but in my heart, I was like, man, yeah, Lyra's going to be the Queen of the Ring. I honestly thought that it was going to be Dragunov and Lyra were going to be King and Queen of the Ring.
I mean, truthfully, the way that this match went, man, like I said, Nia made her look like $1,000,000. You would think that she would have been the one to win, but she wasn't. And I'm happy for that because Nia Jax, she deserves it.
Oh,
Nia is a queen.
The ending of this match was awesome. Dude. When Nia was going up on a top rope and Lyra went like she was going to go for the top rope power bomb, and then Nia Jax just hits her with us like a standing annihilator. And I don't think there's a way to take that move without it hurting.
I don't think so. And then to fall with it,
yes,
and then have
that's what I mean.
On you, that's double pressure on you. When she got hit with that, I jumped out. I screamed. I was shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man.
Really? I was like, yes. Flatten her.
I was happy. I was cool with it. I was just like, oh my god, how is she not going to be injured after this?
Now, since I've been doing this wrestling training, I watch these shows completely differently. Like watching how people land and like making contact with the ref and stuff. And it's wrestling training has ruined the sport of wrestling for me, because now I just see that it's a show on such a different level. Like when they go for the tie up into the off the rope into the shoulder tackle and then a leapfrog, and I'm like, that they call that the international because it's done everywhere. So now I like watch to see who's just taking it easy and who's like going the extra to spin off of it. And it's ruining it. It's ruining the spectacle that is sports entertainment for me.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll get the twinkle back, man, when you watch great performers.
I have to do. I was thinking I could make my finisher the haluva kick, but it had to be like the haluva drop kick because I can't get my foot that high.
Don't worry, you'll get there because they guarantee they're gonna have you doing splits and stuff, man.
Oh yeah. I could hardly walk the other day, man. But no, this was a very good match. Congratulations to Nia Jax. I honestly hope that SummerSlam is her night.
Oh, it's definitely going to be her night because here's the thing. Bayley, yes, we love Bayley. We do. But you have to admit, Bayley feels like a transitional champion right now.
I love Bayley when she's on the chase.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That's I mean, there's no competition for Bayley right now that doesn't feel forced. So I honestly think we'll do a Bayley Dakota Kai at one of the events coming up here. I'd love to see that. But if Nia, I would love to see Nia Jax take the title from Bayley, because taking it, like if Dakota Kai would somehow end up with the title or somebody else, it would just feel too overpowering.
Yeah, but we gotta build up to SummerSlam, which is in August.
Yeah.
So we still got a pay-per-view coming up in June on the 15th. Then we got another pay-per-view in July. My thing is, why is it so far off? Like, I get it with the Royal Rumble, but what are they going to do in the in-between time?
I mean, I'd say just throw Nia Jax in squash matches, and every match she's been in lately has almost seemed like a squash match.
Why not throw the title on her during a regular show? I know that's crazy, but they've done it in the past, and they're shaking things up. They could do it again.
Well, I believe it's to help build SummerSlam up to be something on the same level as WrestleMania, because their whole thing is they're advertising for 2026, where it's going to start being a 2-night affair. So if you make King and Queen of the Ring a regular pay-per-view, then this will help marquee why SummerSlam is so important.
Yeah, no, I do love the fact that they made the announcement that the King and Queen of the Ring are going to get a title shot. Because I always felt like, oh, you're King of the Ring, you get to wear a crown around and you get to change your persona to where you think you're royalty for a little while. But it really never had much stakes. It was a tournament where you won, but you were never guaranteed anything. Kind of like the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like, you get a trophy, but what else do you get?
Well, okay, so the way that it used to be, it wasn't like a guaranteed title shot, but essentially it was setting you up for it. Because I remember Bret Hart being King of the Ring and, world champion. Was it world champion, Intercontinental champion? It was one of them.
I think Intercontinental.
Yeah. And then like Booker T being world champion while he was King Booker. So
yeah, but
Yeah, and they used to build to it. So I can appreciate the fact that, hey, now this is going, like, I hope this is a mainstay, you know,
It should be.
because yeah, we need stakes for why this person is that, you know. So I appreciate it.
But I don't see Nia going around. I don't know if she's going to wear that crown. You know what I mean?
Oh no, she's from to wear that crown. She's from to wear the hell out of that crown. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing it in her TikTok videos.
All right, everybody, follow Nia Jax on TikTok.
There you go.
All right, our next match of the night was the King of the Ring finals, and what a match!
Yes, it was. I have to say, again, Randy Orton. Everybody loves him, and he just soaked it in, man.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah,
what it was like 3 minutes that he just took in.
It's on a loop or something. I felt bad for Gunther just sitting there in the ring, just watching him, just very calmly too. He was just looking at him the whole time, and Randy doing his perfect. It was awesome,
Right? But I believe it was Randy, giving Gunther those cues like, "Hey, sell it up like you're getting pissed," because he was side eye him as he walk around and stuff of that nature. So it actually helped build the story that was going on in the match, and I freaking loved it, man. Randy's a genius. I just appreciate everything that he does, because this match right here, I take Randy's back recovery injury while he was gone as a knock to what Seth Rollins was doing for that time span where he was supposedly selling his back, being hurt and stuff of that nature. Like Seth never really sold it, like your back is hurt this bad, but you're able to do all of these things. You're not taking your time. You're bouncing around the ring all fast and stuff. And then the next night we see you're just fine. Meanwhile, we're not going to see Randy. If we do see Randy, it ain't going to be wrestling.
like I legitimately thought he got hurt during this match.
I think.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, in which Michael Cole and Corey, they didn't even know, but Randy came out with his knee already wrapped up, selling the attack from the bloodline.
Gosh, what
That's right. They was all like, when did Randy get hurt? When did his knee get hurt? Guys, y'all talked about the attack from the bloodline. Like,
right?
This is an extra injury from that to help sell that, hey, Randy's been fighting with this bad back. Randy will be okay. Oh, what? His knees hurt as well? Oh, man. So now this is a selling point for when he goes for that cover, why he can't lock it in as good as he normally do.
And speaking of the cover, man, as soon as the cover went down and Gunther kicked out and rolled into his cover, I was yelling, that shoulder is not down. And then the 3 count hit. And Gunther beat him. And I was just, how are they going to let this go? And it took extra long after that for them to get to the next part of showing the pin. And then they showed the pin in a different angle, a totally different angle from the first one. And it showed that shoulder was not down. This is going to be a big thing, I'm telling you.
Oh, it's already addressed. Triple H said that once Randy is healed up, him and Gunther will have another match to determine who is the true King of the Ring. Because I feel like one or two things. Either A, Randy did get hurt for real, or B, it was a complete accident And to fix this, you just got to go, because maybe Randy was supposed to win. I don't know. But either way, we're going to get Gunther versus Randy Orton part 2 somewhere down the line.
Yeah, and I'm all for that.
I believe Randy had to have been the original, like, intended victor for this match, because my 2 big things here. 1, the crown was huge. It would have just fallen over Gunther's head, just whoop, right down. And Randy's got a big noggin. I think it was made for him. And 2, Gunther never even tried it on. He didn't want to disrespect the idea that Randy is supposed to be the king of the ring, and didn't want to put on Randy's crown.
I mean, you know what? Being that we all know that IRL, Gunther has such respect for wrestling in itself, maybe that's actually what it is. And he's just like, you know what? Until we have our rematch and Randy actually wins, or I actually win, whichever route they go, that's when he will wear it if he wins. But
and that's the thing about Gunther. Like, if they do have the rematch and Randy Orton wins, like, Gunther will hand him that crown after the match.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like there's any disrespect there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
You back body dropped me on the announce table that many times. I might have an issue with the cheesy piece. Oh my goodness.
Right. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, even with that move right there, Randy was selling it like he was dying. But that would have been Seth. Seth would have been acting like he took a shot of morphine in the middle of the match or something.
Yeah.
You don't feel like Randy oversells his pain?
Well, think about it. Like, he had to have 2 different surgeries on his back because his back was so messed up.
Yeah, but if my back was that messed up that every time I hit a move, I was, arced like a rainbow, I don't think I would have lasted that long in a match.
I mean, you're not Randy Orton.
Right. Like, again, it's more so to the point that I have to sell that I am hurting. My back is hurting. You're doing these moves to me that hurts my back. Like, okay, Joe, you're taking wrestling classes. So you already know, as a regular person taking a body slam, it hurts.
I haven't got to taking bumps yet.
Oh, well, trust me, when you do, it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah. So, but
I did
normally,
take my first full-fledged chop the other day.
Ooh.
Man, it's not good.
Yeah, I know, because we used to wrestle for real when I was younger. So I know this stuff hurts. But, like, they're professionals. They take these bumps. Their body is essentially catalyzed to, this pain. So you'll see them take a body slam and they'll just, normally just lay there like, oh, but Randy's suddenly like, oh my God, man, why did you do that?
Why?
Like, I can appreciate that, because, again, going back to Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura's whole thing was to tear your back apart, but you still doing these crazy things and not acting like you're devastated by it. So I can appreciate what Randy's doing, man.
Yeah, like I honestly, I was waiting just for them to post something to be like, hey, Randy Orton's injured again. Like, because if he's selling it, he's doing an amazing job at it.
Kumano, you said Triple H said already there's going to be a rematch. Was that like in the after show?
I'm assuming it was. One of my other good wrestling buddies, they informed me of Triple H saying that, because when it went off, it went to awesome moments in wrestling history, and so I left out of there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I got a quote here from Triple H. It says, so live, I was out there. From my vantage point, it was difficult to see. I was in the ring, handed the crowd to Gunther, very happy for him. Incredible night. What a performance they both put on. Coming back here and seeing it look back, I saw exactly what you saw. I saw what everyone saw. I see what everyone's talking about. It didn't seem controversial to me. It just seemed like Randy Orton's shoulder wasn't down. The referee's decision is final. Gunther is your king of the ring. That being said, especially after what I saw, I certainly want to see that again. I think Randy Orton deserves to have another shot at that.
There you go.
I know if I know anything about Gunther, he'll want to have another shot to take that controversy and take the asterisk off of this page where it says King of the Ring.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
He said that at the end, like, you know, the Gunther that I know, you know, he would want to settle this kind of controversy. That's a good way of saying, yeah, we're going to lead into that.
Look at
We
that.
can greatly appreciate
fresh, hot news here.
Yeah. Hey, that's how you got to do it, man. Hot off the press.
But nevertheless, your King of the Ring is Gunther. We've all been talking about how we would love to see a title on him by the end of the year, and he would be in the main title picture. And this just thrust him right into that main title picture.
You know what? Now, this makes me question what are they going to do, because I can see Randy was supposed to win because Randy versus Cody at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Their history and stuff of that nature makes all the sense in the world. Gunther facing Damian Priest. Nah. But Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. Are you really going to take it off Drew McIntyre? Like, I feel like you don't want Gunther to lose his world title match. But you're not going to want to take it off Drew as well. Not that fast. Like, yeah, you can always say that CM Punk can screw him over, but how many times will Punk screw him over before it's a cliche and old, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because you really don't want anybody. You don't want Gunther taking a loss like that, and you really don't want McIntyre taking a loss like that either.
Right. So I feel like
announced that McIntyre has been cleared to compete, and at Clash of the Castle, it will be McIntyre versus Damian Priest.
Right. So
if you're going to have McIntyre win it, there's not much of a better place to have him win it.
Right. But like I said, losing it just a month and a half later, nah, I can't see that being the case. But you're not going to have Gunther lose either.
See, but I do think you're going to have to set up that CM Punk McIntyre for next WrestleMania. But I feel like kicking that off at SummerSlam is a long way to work.
Exactly. Like the stuff that they already did is way out there already. So, you know, like screwing him over again, nah, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want it.
So I guess without further ado, our final match of the night. The wonderful, sensational Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Logan had alluded to the fact that every time he's in Saudi Arabia, he's fighting for a title.
So yeah, he's right. He's right. The first time that he fought in Saudi, he fought against Roman. The second time he fought against Ray, and he has what's on his shoulder now.
So they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is the only match that I was 100% sure about. especially whenever they ripped up the contract where the United States title was also going to be on the line. As soon as they did that, I had no doubt. I mean, I was like 98% sure, but when they did that, there's no way that Logan Paul is going to win the title here. But Logan Paul puts on a show, man. He's amazing, and it just sucks that he's never going to be a face character. He's always going to be that bad guy because of how he's perceived in real life.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right about that. But the one thing that I believe that's going to happen, as long as Logan sticks with what he's doing, he is going to gain respect in the wrestling community. Like he's already respected, but he's going to gain a high margin of respect in the wrestling community because my man has come in and bust his ass to make sure that he is one of the best people out there when he is performing. Him and Cody told me a story, and I was just sitting there in amazement, like, oh my God, I'm being entertained fully, immersed by Logan Paul. That's crazy.
I mean, how often do you see Logan Paul wrestle and it's not like match of the night?
Exactly. And that's just based off of his athletic abilities. I'm talking about the psychology that he was actually doing in this match. Like, he learned from one of the best. And I believe Shawn Michaels was the best person to teach him.
Yeah.
Like Shawn understood the assignment, understood what his character was going to be, and he makes him nail it. Logan, thumbs up to you, brother, man. You did your thing in this match, man. Match of the night for me, man.
I don't know. I feel like he should have won whenever Cody Rhodes did use a foreign object and smashed him in the face with a bottle of Prime.
Yeah, I was upset about that.
So y'all wanted a DQ off a bottle of drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should have been a DQ. You can't just go around smashing people in the face with bottles of Prime. I also wasn't a big fan of Cody stopping the count out.
Again, right, saying, because that's that in-ring psychology. Yeah, that's that in-ring psychology. Like, Cody was about to make the same mistake, essentially, that Roman made by allowing your emotions to get the best of you.
Man, that Cody cutter off the rail, though, onto the announce table, that was sick.
Yeah, that was nice. Though I hate the table didn't break.
Oh, I bet they did too.
Most definitely they did. But yeah, like, it was a lot of good spots in this match, man.
Logan Paul off the top rope is a beautiful thing. To me, like, Kairi Sane off the top rope with that elbow is amazing. And anything he does, his frog splashes are so good.
Yeah, so crisp. Like, again, like I said, like, my man has come in out of, like, essentially off the streets, only been here, what, 2 years? And he's putting on performances like this.
But I mean, we can agree that we hate him.
Right. Like, yeah, we hate him. like he's a scumbag. But you're just amazed because, like, look at somebody like Ronda Rousey.
I like my Logan Paul, and if he's still champ when he comes around to SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be champ when he comes around to SummerSlam because I already told you. Yeah, I already told y'all who's winning that title. Awesome. And it no, it is the man who's on the rise. L.A. Knight, yeah. he's taking that title off of Logan.
That would make sense why he was in the audience.
Yep.
Also, you want to show LA Knight in Saudi Arabia. Also, want to point out, you guys made a point. Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia, he's the match of the night usually. Yeah, that makes total sense. They want him to be over where they just made $50 million, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's a great marketing chip right now. Why not utilize him as such, man?
Agreed.
Everybody's happy with the money that's going around.
Yeah, my wife, we were watching SmackDown last night, and she was talking about all the pyro and stuff on SmackDown. She's like, "There's more pyro than there was in WrestleMania." Yeah, I'm like, Saudi Arabia pays for their own pyro whenever WWE comes over there.
Right. They want to do it extravagantly.
And it was, especially like, it was crazy. You would think that they would save it all for the actual live event, but SmackDown, man, if you were watching off the street, you would think that it itself was a premium live event. Like they put it all out there. They even had pyro for like almost every match, just for like announcing the King and Queen winners and stuff.
Every time somebody came out, boom, 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 boom.
It was really good. But yeah, that's our match. That's our night right there in a nutshell.
Yeah, essentially. Cody. So the close of the match, you saw. So okay, from my understanding, because I didn't watch SmackDown, but apparently they had an agreement to where Logan Paul wasn't going to use the brass knuckles.
Yeah, Logan Paul turned in his brass knuckles, and then Cody on SmackDown was like, you have another pair of brass knuckles probably on you right now. And then they searched him and found a pair of brass knuckles.
Right. So the whole thing was he was not supposed to use brass knuckles. Well, some influencer person, one of his homies, part of Entourage, gave him a pair of brass knuckles, and he used that on Cody about halfway through the match.
Yeah, right in the gut.
Yeah. So Cody was selling, hurt midsection for the bulk of the match. Well, when it came to the close, it was a ref bump. Ref got taken out. Logan was trying to take advantage. He took out the brass knucks, was trying to hit Cody, but some other famous Saudi dude, I'm sorry that I don't know your name, stopped him. That bought Cody enough time to block the punch from Logan, in which Cody said, "I'm Cody, bitch." And he proceeded to wipe Logan Paul with not one, not two, but 3 crossroads to win.
In usual.
I got to say, like, Cody selling emotion was the best thing that they could do. That was the only way that logically Logan Paul would have a chance. Like this is Cody Rhodes. He's a veteran. No way Logan Paul should be able to really just compete with him like that. But you want to sell mental anguish and emotion getting the better of you. Yeah, that was the best way to go.
Yeah, it was a good match. They told a really good story.
Indeed, they did.
With all of that, everything, we've technically wrapped up each match. Where the hell was Bo?
Right? Now,
Seriously.
I did happen to catch the QR code that came out during Bronson Reed. It led to a really weird video. I'll have to post it over in the Discord so you guys can check it out.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't get to see it.
Huh?
I didn't see it happen when Bronson came out.
It was during his entrance.
Oh, wow. That one I skipped right past me.
Oh, you know what? I believe we was talking in Discord when he was coming out.
I just don't listen to you guys.
Wow. You hear that, Sid? You see how he does us?
No, I already knew, man. I was like, "What time are we going live today?" He was like, "No." I was like, "That isn't even an answer, man."
Apparently, I deleted it.
That's crazy. And he done deleted it.
You can find it on Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. But in all honesty, just truthfully, I'm not interested in it. I'm not. First and foremost, I wasn't interested in Uncle Howdy while Bray was around because it didn't seem like it was really going anywhere. I don't want it now that Bray is not involved because, like, I don't even know what the initial plans was. Nothing against Bo. I just want Bo to do his own thing. Like, if Bo want to stick to something Bray YS, then fine. But don't bring back Uncle Howdy. Do something different.
I don't know. I'm intrigued. I never got to experience, the Fiend and the whole Uncle Howdy thing. Never got to see anything fun like that. So if he's coming back and kind of going back into what that character was, I want to see. And I'm tired of waiting.
Well, that was the whole thing with Uncle Howdy in the first place. We were waiting.
Yeah, it never really seemed to take off.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't want it. Like, we didn't get it while he was here. Don't give it to me now because I'm not going to view it the same. And yeah, I'm a hate it just off GP. So give me something different.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll have a better chance at seeing about 60 more QR codes before we see anything.
Right.
Like I don't know what they're waiting for, but it'll have to take place at a pay-per-view. You would think. They probably
SummerSlam, maybe.
Probably not until SummerSlam at least.
Jeez.
Yeah. I feel like SummerSlam would be the best place for it to happen.
Either SummerSlam or because if it happens before SummerSlam, then you're going to want to have some sort of match with it at SummerSlam. But from what I understand is they're making like a whole stable. So not really sure where they're going to go with it. But I know where we're going to go with it. We're going to go with how we rated this show. I'll go first. I'm gonna give this one a solid 8 out of 10. It was entertaining all the way through, and it's been a while since we've had a card where I just couldn't go down and at least get like 80% of the match. Like anytime we do our predictions, we're always so close to each other. Like in reality, if I would have went with who I wanted to win, I probably would have had the perfect card because I would have picked Nia Jax to win. But I went with, I thought they were going to push Lyra, but there was no bad matches. There was no matches that didn't feel like they belonged there just to add on to the card. But I'm going to go solid 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It like I said, it's been many a year since I've had a show where 4 out of the 5 matches, I couldn't tell you who was going to win 100%.
Well, I feel the exact same way. I got to give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I believe these smaller shows, B shows, if you will, 5 matches is good enough. Maybe they could do 6, if they want to include, another title on the show. But yeah, I was interested in well, not so much for the first match. Like, yeah, I like Becky. Like her and Liv, the match was okay, but But I mean, yeah, I enjoyed all of the matches for the most part, man. And that, like I said, that Logan Cody match, man, the psychology, anytime that you can get me on a psychological level, you got me. You got my vote.
I think I'm going to go with I was going to be a hater and go with a 6, but I'll go with a 7 now that I had to think about it after hearing both of you talk so highly of it. And truly, this was a very solid PLE. Maybe one kind of a match in there, but out of the 5 matches, like they were pretty solid grades. Most of them hit 80% and higher. Now all of them hit 80% and higher, in my opinion. But my problem was the matches were too long. They were drawn out. If you could take the lull in most of the matches, cut it out, and condense those matches into just the match, the action that's happened in it, those were amazing matches. But the drag in the matches kind of hurt me a little bit, so I gave it a 7.
Yeah, that's why I say like maybe one extra match will actually help with that, so that way you can equal out the amount of time between 6 matches rather than trying to do it with 5, because some of them do go a little bit too long.
Yeah. But I mean, we're looking forward to next Clash at the Castle.
That's right. June 15th.
I wonder if
So what does that day look like for you boys?
Oh, who knows? I can almost assure you I'm working midnights, because I think I've only got 3 days off in the month of June.
Jesus Christ.
We have some people doing additional training courses, so we might have to figure something out there. But then in July, we get that Money in the Bank.
Yep.
I love Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I've been thinking, who is going to be the next Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank?
Dirty Dom.
No.
It almost feels like Money in the Bank like just happened.
It's because
that's because they,
so long.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
But good on him. He cashed it in when he needed to.
Let's see. If I had to think, who would be a good Mr. Money in the Bank right now?
Like a real Money in the Bank? Who'd be a good Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like Braun Breaker would be the perfect one. Him or Carmelo Hayes?
Oh yeah, Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
I have a feeling that, well, Braun's on Raw. Where's Gunther?
Raw.
All right. I think we might see something between them. I think Braun's going to say, it was a sham that I wasn't part of the tournament, so I'd like to just show you guys what I can do to whoever won the tournament.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
And those would be some great matches, because Braun's just been running people over, and actually put him up against somebody who has some merit like Gunther. They could probably put on some banger matches.
Right. But, in all honesty, you might want to keep those two away from each other, and give it a little bit more time to steep, if you will.
Yeah. You can't hurt the money makers just yet. If you put them together now, you're going to make one look bad.
Yeah.
Or you can possibly make one look bad. I mean, like tonight's fight with Logan and Cody, we knew how that was going to turn out, but nobody looked bad.
No. And even
exactly.
Lyra didn't look bad after the match with Nia.
Nope. But it was damn sure satisfying seeing her get squashed.
But you said Nia is gotten so good, she made Lyra look like $1 million tonight.
And we all know Dakota Kai is getting the women's Money in the Bank, because we love her.
You know what? Yeah, I can see that being the case, because she was injured all of last year, missed a lot of stuff. I can see her getting the Money in the Bank, because nobody else needs it. So yeah.
Or Tiffany Stratton.
I don't like Tiffany, so
yeah, we know.
Yeah.
It hurts. All right, guys. Anything else to say before we close the curtain on this bad boy?
Chickens fly west for the fall.
Chickens fly west.
You look, listen, I just said something random.
Well, shameless plugs. I'm uglykidjoecross. You can find me over on Twitch. I stream not so regularly now because my streaming schedule has been taken over by my training schedule. And pretty soon you can come watch me take back body drops and just die on the ring. I was thinking about making Stinky Trunks. What a great name is that? I was thinking about, I seen this shirt the other day and it said, it hurts everywhere or something like that. I'm tired and it hurts everywhere. And I was like, man, that'd be some great ring gear to have.
Yeah.
I'm tired and it hurts everywhere.
Yeah, that'd absolutely be great.
Right?
But yeah, I guess time for my shameless plug. Well, I'm not so much on a regular streaming schedule either, because PC ain't around no more. But you can come over and catch the Pokeboys over on YouTube and Spotify, where we do seasonal playthroughs of different Pokemon games.
Yeah, I might actually be playing through the next season.
Oh yeah.
I might be joining back in. I don't know. I still can't. I got destroyed by a Glaceon and just couldn't handle it. What season was that? That was season 2?
Yeah.
Season 1. I was just rolling through my gyms and I was doing really good. And then a Glaceon just like team wiped me. And I'm like, I just rage quit Pokemon forever.
Yes, like season 2 was rough, man.
Oh, Civ, tell us all about you.
Well, my name is Civ. I'm a streamer over on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/bioassassin. I'm there Sunday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern to midnight. We'll be there tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to be playing. Probably some more Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, that game's really sweet looking.
It was pretty cool, man. And the fact that it's on Game Pass, I'm playing through it for free.
Heck yeah. I really enjoy watching you play that Hades 2.
Oh,
Hades 2 is just such a better game than Hades 1.
Way better. Hades 2 is leagues beyond Hades 1, in my opinion.
But yeah, that's really good. Yeah, go watch the Civ, man. If you're not watching him, you're doing something wrong.
Right. Like, I'm at work dealing with crackheads, so I got an excuse.
I'm at work. I'm at work watching Civ. But take care, everybody. I hope you enjoyed us. I hope you enjoyed the Premium Live event. And we'll definitely be putting a schedule together to join you guys for some Clash of the Castle reviews. Actually, that's going to be a weird one. I wonder what time that Clash of the Castle starts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
We have a lot to talk about, boys.
Yeah.
Right.
But thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you soon. All you got to tip your hat.
Oh,
Peace.
yeah, this time here. Tipping the hat.
Macho Man didn't tip his hat.
Oh, yeah. Dig it.
See you guys later.